This is the official weigh-in for EFC 57, live from Carnival City, Johannesburg. EFC 57, proudly brought to you by BetExchange.com, the ultimate sports betting bookmaker, in association with 7 Stars Energy Drink, the exclusive energy drink of the Extreme Fighting Championship. NPL, performance nutrition you can trust. RDG, Rex, Diff, and Gearbox, proudly bringing you the Hexagon Girls. Constantia Insurance, insurance made personal. Aquavita Mineral Water, pure hygienic mineral water. Dent Doctor, for all your auto body repairs. Adidas, the global leader in combat sports equipment and apparel. And Carnival City, your ultimate carnival experience, with special thanks to the following partners.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official weigh-in for EFC 57. Introducing from my left, EFC President Cairo Howarth. Without him, none of this would be possible. EFC matchmaker Graham Cartmel, Mr. Vic Aswat from the sanctioning body, Cyrus Fees, my co-commentator, and our beautiful EFC girl, Pumi. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, if a fighter does not make his required weight, he will have 2 hours to cut down to that weight. We have an incredibly stacked card for you, and we'll kick things off in the bantamweight division between Bokang Musanyane and Lutando Biko. First up to the scale is Lutando Biko. Mr. Biko weighed in at 60.95. And his opponent is Bokang Musanyane. Mr. Musanyane weighed in at 60.4. Our next bout is in the lightweight division between Pope Jimbo and Tyler Kennedy. First up to the scale is Tyler Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy weighed in at 70.6. He will have 2 hours to cut down. And his opponent is Pope Jimbo. Mr. Jimbo weighed in at 69.8. Our next bout is in the bantamweight division between Yusuf Hassan and Devin Cronje. First up to the scale is Devin Cronje. Mr. Cronje weighed in at 60.8. And his opponent is Yusuf Hassan. Mr. Hassan weighed in at 60.6. Our next bout is a catchweight bout. It'll be contested at 73 kilograms between Aniset Kanyeba and Gorilla Okoso. First up to the scale is Gorilla Okoso. Mr. Okoso weighed in at 73.1. His opponent is Aniset Kanyeba. Mr. Kanyeba weighed in at 72.1. Our next bout is in the welterweight division between Conrad Sibi and Mutwale Basambombo. First up to the scale is Mutwale Basambombo. Mr. Basambombo weighed in at 77.1. And his opponent is Conrad Sibi. Mr. Sibi weighed in at 78.1. He will have 2 hours to cut down to 77. Our next bout is in the lightweight division between Pierre Botha and Sizwe Nekati. First up to the scale is Sizwe Nekati. Mr. Nekati weighed in at 70.1. And his opponent is Pierre Botha. Mr. Botha weighed in at 69.7. Our next bout is a catchweight bout that will be contested at 86 kilograms between Gordon Rudman and Georgi Georgiev. First up to the scale is Georgi Georgiev. Mr. Georgiev weighed in at 85.7. And his opponent is Gordon Rudman. Mr. Rudman weighed in at 85.5. Our next bout is in the heavyweight division between Vessel Mostert and Tony Mustard. First up to the scale is Tony Mustard. Mr. Mustard weighed in at 113.0. And his opponent is Vessel Mostert. Mr. Mustard weighed in at 120.0. Our next bout is in the lightweight division between Martin van Staden and Christian Holly. First up to the scale is Christian Holly. Mr. Holly weighed in at 70.0. His opponent is Martin van Staden. Mr. van Staden weighed in at 69.8. Our next bout is in the heavyweight division between Elvis Moyo and Michael Vermeulen. First up to the scale is Michael Vermeulen. Mr. Vermeulen weighed in at 113.6. And his opponent is Elvis Moyo. Mr. Moyo weighed in at 117.0. Ladies and gentlemen, now let's take a closer look at the two men involved in EFC 57's main event.
Two of the organization's best are set to clash in an epic rematch inside the Hexagon as the reigning undefeated champion, DRC's Iga Cabeza, takes on the former champion, Scotland's Daniel Henry.
Not underestimating you or anything, but I definitely think it would be. Because the first time I fought him, I only beat him with one move that had 5 sequences. So like now it's just gonna be that and with more aggression.
Undefeated inside the Hexagon, Cabeza will be confident of keeping his dominant streak alive and remaining the featherweight champion.
He's not going to be the same fighter he was last year. He's been kicked out of his gym, arguably the best gym in Africa, and I've no idea where he's been training for the last year, but I've been continually getting better, so that's why I'll be the EFC champion again. Daniel Henry has been more fired up than ever. He dispatched the division's top contenders, Barent Nienaber at EFC 51 and Wade Groff at EFC 53. The Scottish Danger Man is adamant that he is the best in the EFC.
Both these athletes are incredibly talented and extremely confident in their own abilities. So it's going to be interesting to see who buckles under the pressure.
I don't think he's very comfortable on the feet at all. He doesn't react like a trained fighter, he reacts out of fear. and that's what sort of kept him out of trouble the first time.
Well, someone's going to get knocked out, which is going to be him, because it's already in the books. I mean, the Lord already wrote it down, so it's guaranteed.
Will Cabesa's reign as undefeated champion continue, or will Henry finally claim back what he feels is rightly his? It's Iga Cabeza versus Daniel Henry for the EFC featherweight title.
First up to the scale is the challenger, Daniel Henry. The former champion weighed in at 66.0. And his opponent, of course, is the champion, Iga Cabeza. Mr. Cabeza weighed in at 66.7. He will have 2 hours to cut down to 66. I'm here with the current champion, Iga Cabeza. Iga, big fight for you. What can we expect?
Well, sure. Now, I'm very blessed to be here. I want to give glory to the Lord. And yeah, man, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Promise you guys something, you guys will get it.
Just in terms of your preparation for this fight, and of course you fought Danny before, what are you expecting differently from him coming into this fight, and how was your preparation?
Well, I just trained to become better in my whole arsenal. And Danny is just like one of the guys, man. Like, he's just there, and you just gotta push him aside and go to the next one. You know, I'm not even worried about him.
Well, you've said this is going to be an easier fight as the last time. Do you still believe that?
Yeah, I definitely believe that. You know, I've grown a lot. I've understood some other stuff. I understood a lot about myself too, and accepting the Lord in my life has just made me a better person too.
Well, best of luck to you. We look forward to seeing the bout. Your champion, ladies and gentlemen, Iga Cabeza. I'm here with Danny Henry. Danny, big fight for you. Replacement to step in. What can we expect from you?
Yeah, definitely massive fight for me. Thankful for the opportunity, and you can expect me to be going home with that belt again. Sorry, South Africa. It's happening.
Well, do you feel you deserve this above Boyd Allen?
Honestly, yeah, I think I do. I've been fighting actively at featherweight. I beat two contenders, so Boyd hasn't been competing at featherweight. I thought it made sense for me to be in there.
The last time it seemed like you struggled a little bit with his wrestling. Is that something that you've worked on specifically for this fight?
Yeah, I've made some adaptations. I'm going to be a lot more disciplined than last time around. Hopefully he gets as close as that tomorrow night. He's not dancing about too much. It's closest he's been without shooting a double.
Well, we certainly look forward to seeing the bout. Best of luck to you, sir. Danny Henry, ladies and gentlemen.
And I'm standing by with EFC matchmaker Graham Cartmel. Now, a little bit of controversy coming in here to the main event. Iga didn't quite make that weight. What can you tell us about that, and how do you think that might change our main event?
It's not going to change it at all. The title fight is still happening. He missed his weight. He's going to be penalized quite severely, and the fight needs to go on. I mean, the title's up for grabs. He's putting his title up. The hard work's been done. So let's see action tomorrow night.
This has been one of the most heated lead-ups to a fight that we've had in a while. Of course, kicking off 2017, you can't beat that. How big of a fight is this main event here at BFC 57?
It's mega. Especially if you look at this title fight, it's got everything. The guys don't like each other. There's a lot of disrespect going on between the two guys, and they really, really don't want to see each other going forward and being the title holder after this. So the whole main card is stacked to the rims. We've got two mega heavyweight fights, which are going to be out of this world.
Yeah, speaking about the heavyweights, I was about to say that's kind of going to shape the framework of what's going on with that entire division just in this event. It's going to be huge. There's going to be some knockouts involved, most definitely.
Absolutely. They're coming to headhunt each other. Tony Mustard from the UK come out to fight Vessel Morstad. That is one to watch. And obviously, Elvis Moyo, who's done a great job in his last fight against Andrew van Zyl, wants to contend again for the title. And he's going up against Mike Vermeulen, a seriously dangerous brawler. Absolutely. That's going to be a cracker of a fight.
Well, how about Martin Munstaden? Of course, he's moved down to lightweight. He loves being there. He seems like he's making the cut very comfortably. Says it's changed his career. Christian Holly, this is a veteran that could end things just like that. I mean, very, very talented. Talk about that fight. Going to be a good one.
Martin van Staden, we all know Martin. He's been in the organization for a long time, and he has changed over the years. He is now in the best shape of his life. Lightweight is where it's at for him, and he's facing a serious force, a guy that I'm so proud we've signed, somebody that can go really far in the organization. Just testament to how big EFC is at the moment. A lot of great international fights, and we can put big fights like that up for the fans to watch and enjoy.
Fantastic, and we'll see you at EFC 57. We'll see you as well. Check it out, 9 o'clock Central African time. Make sure to check out EFCworldwide.com for all of our broadcast information. We'll see you at EFC 57.
Two bitter rivals. The ultimate confrontation for the EFC featherweight title. EFC 57. The undefeated Iga Cabeza will put his title on the line against the former featherweight champion Scotland's Daniel Henry. Plus, EFC 57 sees two heavyweight title contenders collide as the Bulawayo bomber Elvis Moyo will unleash his fury against the raw power and aggression of Mike Vermeulen. Two bitter rivals will collide as Cabeza takes on Henry for the featherweight title. And it's giant versus giant as Moyo clashes with Vermeulen in the heavyweight division. EFC 57, Saturday, 4 March, Carnival City. Tickets and broadcast information at EFCworldwide.com.